Enjoy the game. Whew, they're taking a 4-4, so I will go ahead and take the 3-3s as we do. Daniel, play super slow so I can finish my game and come watch. I think you play slower than me, even when I'm playing super slow, Baze. I just have this feeling. Sorry, friend. Sounds like minimalism? Yeah, a little bit like that. No, I think with the polyrhythms and everything, it's a little too complicated for minimalism. This is this has quite a bit of technicality to it and complexity. Even though it's like one note on piano, it's the combination of all the instruments. Hmm. I think I just want to approach here. Really weird that they would take an enclosure from the 4-4, but that's okay. That's literally what minimalism is? Okay, I'm sorry, just your average genius. Clearly you know more about music than I do. Uh-huh. Kind of a misnomer for the genre. Ah, yeah, okay. I agree, it definitely has some minimalistic qualities. I'll give you that. I would not classify it as minimalism personally, but tis what it is. All right. Well, let's actually minimize my Discord and minimize this window. Not bad to give a 3-3. Okay, let's just play this Joseki. It's fine. Boop, 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 boop. And a little jumpy jump. It is hard to put music into a genre sometimes, especially when it's like Brent Brower Frick, where it like crosses boundaries, um, and all that. Like they don't really fit neatly into one given space, and that's very intentional on their part. Very intentional. You're starting to believe your opponent won't show up? Well, you'll get to watch my stream after all. Oh, that reminds me, I should probably post this game in the Eagle Discord. Dang. Daniel be slacking. Games. I knew I was forgetting something. There we go. All right. Knew I was forgetting something. The closest you could call them in terms of musical spirit would be experimental, which they don't sign. It really depends on the track, but yeah, I got you. I think we do want to slide towards this. So I'm really trying to decide at what point I need to play something like S4 or S5. And I don't think it's yet. I think it's too early for now, because I don't know exactly what I'm going to get from the upper left and the left and top sides, or even the bottom side for that matter. A little too early to decide the timing. But that's definitely something I'm keeping my eye on. Really don't want black to gain the entire left side. But of course, them taking a move to solve those issues now would be far too slow. The close, right. Well, they don't sound like a grunge rock band high on LSD. So, right. Definitely, experimental sounds like it really depends on the context you're talking about it, right? So if you're talking about like experimental rock and you're among the Rex Populi, or the Hoi Polloi, I should say, then not Rex Populi. Ooh, I am sleepy, right? Then they're probably gonna think exactly what you're thinking, like LSD grunge rock, maybe with violins and different meters, right? But if you're like in a more educational, like classically trained setting, experimental might mean several different things depending on the time period. But usually that means something like early 20th century, quasi avant-garde at the very least. At least that's my understanding. I could be wrong. I am wrong often. Okay. So they're going for all influence here. So it looks like they're really trying to build a really large kind of central framework here. So I think so if I play a move like this that's like straight Gote, and they take something like R5 next, I'm gonna be sad, right? And my 3/3 is strong enough that I don't have to worry about an approach. So yeah, I think it's probably time. Now's the timing for S4. Or actually, no, I want S5 to eat the side instead of the corner. And then instead of the wedge at R4, I'm just gonna play straight up and take a base on this side. You've got the worst luck with opponents. I'm so sorry, Baze. That really sucks. They didn't show up. Have you pinged them on Discord and on OGS and all the places? I would give them 15 minutes and then give up on them. I'd be like, you're 15 minutes late. You threw the game. They should take an L for that. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. What is this? And how should I respond to the attach? I should just Hane, right? You don't want to win by forfeit? Yeah, that would be 2 games by forfeit for you, right? Okay, so I've gotten in here. I have potential to make I-shape with S7, or if they take S6, they take it in Gote, and I can make it I-shape afterwards. Or I can just run out into the center. That's really all I want. I don't think the Q6 group is really a target yet. So I'm fairly okay with this position. Maybe connecting was overplay. Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, correct. Yeah, well, that whole situation was effed, right? Just whole situation was effed. So for those of you just joining, Baze's last IgoLeague game, his opponent was like just losing, and so he decided to open up an AI to see if an AI could come back from the game without telling Baze during a league game, and then admitted it at the end after Baze lost. So that person just needs to be banned from Go for life, I think. Okay. Banned for life. So let me see. I have options here. Let's not be too whimsical about them. I've got plenty of time to think about my options. Really considering the shoulder hit, if they stand up, then I mean at 04, then I'll just Hane and make a bamboo. I should be able to live in this space pretty easily. My second thought is it might be simpler just to do a 2-space jump, and then that. So the problem with the shoulder hit is they might Hane at P5, right? So after P5, what do I do? Do I just extend upwards and then they build an even more solid framework? Another option I could think is just simply the 1-space jump, at which point they might cap me, which is a little more painful. This one they might. So the 2-space jump here, they might still play like 05, but I can Hane in Sente and then connect with a Tiger's Mouth at Nancy 7. So yeah, my first instinct is the shoulder hit, but I really like the 2-space jump the best. Let's do that. After evaluating. I don't hold that big a grudge. I do think it was just a mistake that he didn't think through. Don't think he was malicious, just unaware. But I do think to keep the league safe and make the rules clear, ban from Eagle is the utility. Yeah, yeah, that is the right choice. Definitely ban from Eagle. Yeah, banned for life is extreme. You're right. He was probably just a young kid and didn't understand like how bad of a mistake he was making. Whew. This track makes me really anxious. And I love it. And I love it. Oh wait, the Tiger's Mouth at Nancy 7 doesn't work after all. So they could attach at 05, and I just have to Hane and then connect. After the cut, I'm okay, because I could Atari or just simply jump and cap at like P9. Okay. They're leaning over here. Is there anything really to think about here? Just extend, right? Yeah. We'll jump and make shape here. This gets us out more into the center. Also has potential I shape. Totally solves the problem with the attach at 05. They might still peep at like 06. In which case, I'm gonna back off at 05. They have to draw back, and then I can connect at Nancy 6. If they push through, that might be fairly problematic for them, actually, because I'll draw back at 07. And again at P7. Yeah. Into the center, out of the center, and home before dark. That's exactly right. I love the use of timpani in this track. I really do. It's ridiculous. And it's amazing, in my opinion. I've never heard timpani used this way before. New layout. This is the IgoLeague layout, Dark Matter 87. It's such a simple idea, too. Just fifths and half steps, right? But it makes this incredible groove. I don't know. Oh, Stikerson. Okay. That helps. Thank you. I thought you might be somebody else. I think I want to slide this way, so I'm going to block this way. We got a wedge, right? Yeah, our teacher just went over this. Yeah, I saw a question mark behind your head wondering why you gave me VIP. I thought you might be, Nightmare 2727, because it's a very similar name. And, they're also a VIP. So I was like, oh, that must be Nightmare 2727. Maybe you were just hoping I would ask what you did with the first 86 Dark Matters. Like you missed out on the meme. So this is your chance. But now I know you're Stiker-san. I'll try and remember. Oh, this is so funny. I just covered this Joseki with my teacher. Monday. Dark Matters. All right, so I'm pretty much settled here, right? It looks like they're trying to make a moyo over here. So this move lets me either connect under to the upper left or lets me connect under to the lower left. So, and it splits up anything that black hopes to accomplish in this area while making it a high stone that can leach out into the center so that black doesn't have a huge center. So let's go with this one. No. Don't dox yourself. You're supposed to make up a story about them. Like they were discovered and observed, so they disappeared. Huh? Huh? Kind of a physics story there? It's a tradition, dark matter. Steiker thought. It's a tradition. You lost the first data. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So this makes a base. It makes it the base. It also connects under to the V6 stone. And since I have the high stone at D12, then I can more easily jump out towards the center if I need to. If black goes full central Moyo on me. Maybe I didn't need to do this yet, but I think doing it now is better than later. It just solves the problem now to give me strength. For a future attack, maybe against the F14 stones or an attack against the D4 stones. This is kind of what I'm thinking later on in the game. Plus, black's F14 stones or F15 stones are looking kind of weird. Like the shape is weird. They're just kind of floating now. Don't have eyes. All the things. All the things. I might be a little overconfident about this, but we'll see. The turn at Nancy 16 is really, really big too. I'm also looking at something like the jump to G17 to expand my topside area while also keeping pressure on the G or the F15 stones. And also, you know, I haven't fully resolved the issues with the Nancy 5 group. So there's lots of big things to do. Oh, you're playing an IgoLeague game? Nice. You just won your first game this month. Congratulations! Did you stream it? I know you were setting up your stream recently. Okay. Nah, okay. Fair enough. Stream the last one. Uh-huh. Everyone who is cool, at least. Exactly. All the cool kids are in IgoLeague. Clearly. So if I do this, and they push down, and I Hane, and then they play B9, and I Atari, and they Atari, and I take, and they drop, are we settled? Enough. We have an I, and then we're out into the center. And the purpose of these stones wasn't really to make points. It was just to help unsettle black a little bit. I'd say this solves my problems, and then later I can take b14. But locally I'll respond. Make sure we're out into the center. It's very important in this game. Okay. They are forcing this exchange now, which is okay. Maybe that was a little too automatic. I don't know. No, I think it's okay. I think this solves my problems, right? And now black can't really use their influence from the d4 stones. So, let's see. I really need to get Sente back, though. Seemed to affect my play negatively. Might have to get used to it with some casual games first. Streaming drops your strength by about 2 stones. It really does. You gotta get used to it. That's a true story. At least that was kind of the common story a few years back. Everyone said streaming dropped your strength by about 2 stones. Yeah, the problem with B15 is it's a little bit slow, right? And I should have asked myself, can I live in the corner without it? Which I can. They drop, I drop, they hane, we hane. And then I think I can live with B19. But this just, it takes it off the table, right? After this, I don't even have to worry about the group at all. And it really was kind of me between jumping to G17 and this slide here, so. Position mostly settled. Black might take, like, a slower move, something like K17 now. Or they might be trying to, again, create a lot of influence in the center by pushing out at, like, Nancy 16. Really hard to decide what's biggest. If I were black, I would be tempted to play something like L6 and start pressuring that group. But if they play L6, I think I'm just going to... I don't know which direction to go. I really want to go towards the top, so I might just do like a diagonal at Mary 8, or I might do a one space jump. Really not sure what's best here. I'm still eyeing that peep. Yeah, diagonal's better. Mary 8 solves the problem with the peep at 06. I think. Maybe not. We'll see. Oh yeah, it does. It does. It does. So let's do a brief count. Most of Black's groups aren't making points. The only ones that are the lower right and maybe the upper right to a degree. So I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs in the upper right-ish for now. Maybe we'll be optimistic and say maybe 10 pairs. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs in the lower right. Let's say 17 pairs are actual points so far in the game for black. And white just has lots of coin with 3 corners that are settled. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 in the lower left, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 in the upper left, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 in the upper right. Still might be close. You're counting in 5s and 10s? Yeah, I've started working on that. When I was watching Michael Redman last night on his stream, I was kind of practicing finding the 10s and 5s. So the game might still be close because those corners, although solid, aren't necessarily big. Okay, they played a Sente here. That's fine. This move, is it Sente? It's trying to protect its cuts. So what's bigger? The big things I'm considering are actually H3 to loosely connect up to here, and then this turn here. Or, since they have a wall here, it makes sense to take away the influence from that wall, right? But I'm actually thinking this turn here is more important than jumping, because if I jump, they're gonna push and they're gonna keep me down. I'm still fairly confident. Counting pairs is faster because captures are always 2, and you're counting 2 at a time instead of 1 at a time. And it's easy to see the pairs, like, especially along a line like this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs. Okay. This puts a little more pressure on this group while looking to connect over here. But then they kind of push out here and get more influence. After push, 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 I still don't connect, right? But it's more likely that I'll connect this way than another way. Because I can Hane after like 2 pushes. Yep, we'll play here. You'd make a rectangle and multiply? That's fair. Different people use different systems. There's really no wrong way to count, as long as your count is fairly accurate. For non-rectangular cases, though, yeah, exactly. So now, I would say Black's D4 stones look really useless. And we're working our way to connect to our weak group on the right-hand side, while attacking the D4 group. You know, lightly attacking. Oh, I still have 32 minutes left. I am not using my time, am I? In non-rectangular cases, just overestimating and subtract your stones within the rectangle. I've seen people use that as well. Yeah. I think both ways are valid. Both ways are totally valid. Daniel, you haven't attacked lately even once. That's fair, CQ. This is the thing that Daniel just doesn't do, huh? I don't feel too bad about this game so far. My opponent is using a lot of time though, so I should be really thinking more about what they're doing and what they're building and how that affects me. So far, I just feel like all of this stuff is really obvious on this particular game. Yeah, I've also seen it. You know, a lot of people say underestimate your own territory and overestimate your opponent's is usually the best way to play. The downside I'm seeing is that I don't have a lot of like Sente moves against my opponent, right? Okay, this is exactly what we predicted. So they're gonna push one more time. I'm gonna extend one more time, and then we're gonna Hane. Or actually, no, we're gonna Hane after. I don't know. Maybe two more pushes. That's exactly right as the Zaki. Or my Go teacher will be like, bruh, you didn't use your time at all, did you? That's fair. I mean, it's a balance as far as over and underestimating. But I would say if you're not sure about an area that your opponent could make points in, give them the points. And then if you're not sure about an area that you potentially could make points in, don't give yourself the points. Oh, CQ, I've recently been taking lessons against oddness. Not against oddness, from oddness, excuse me. But you're right, neither one would say bruh. Probably. Unless it was a joke. Not familiar with them, fair. Okay, we'll just turn here. Cool. So what's neat about this is if they play something like K5 is that I can wedge, and if they Atari, then I connect on the outside, then I connect in Sente, which is quite nice. I believe it's Sente. Hold on. So they play K5, I wedge, they Atari from the outside, I connect. And then if they play away, I can Atari, they go down. I push down again, and they cannot, at N4. They go down. I push down again at N3. If they try and connect under, then they're going to be Atari'd at Mary 2. But they could Atari the one stone from underneath, in which case I connect, and then what happens? And how does it affect the peep at 06? I connect. Let's say they then go on to peep at 06. Oh, no. Even that doesn't really work. I can just draw back at 05. They have to connect back with their stone, and then I can press down once again at Nancy 4. So either one, I have the Nancy 4 follow-up to capture the stones that are cutting. So what that means is that they can't play K5 and exit the situation with Sente. So they may try something like L. Like L6, in which case I would cut. Very similar situation. They may just play the empty triangle at L5, in which case I will just stand up at K5. And then if they turn, I'm just going to make the trumpet shape, I think. No, we might have to fix. Okay. Yeah, just cut, right? Okay, that solves the peep problem. Now what happens? Are they gonna Atari at Nancy 7? Or Mary 7, rather? Then I connect, and then they extend, and we extend. They are, okay. Now we have a double Atari, potentially? So they have to maybe extend. Then we'll just follow them? What happens after we extend most of the way across the board? Or another thing I can consider is taking the Atari at K6 and then surrounding this lower left group with something like F8 and just killing it on a large scale and making that trade with the right hand group. That wouldn't be too bad. For now, though, we're gonna stick with this. Either way, I had to connect, right? To make the threats a little more severe. All right, I need a quick little break to refill my coffee cup, etc. I will be right back. I'm just gonna leave the game up, and I will be right back. All right, so now we need to take some serious time to consider our options, right? So what I'm seeing here is that, oh, hands off the mouse. I'm gonna switch out the music, actually. Let's do that first. Boop, 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 boop. I'm feeling like something a little, gentler here. Let's go with Ada Everden. Ah, okay. So... Now if I play a move like K6, I have to be really, really, really confident that I can kill the lower left in exchange for the right-hand side stones, and I'm not confident about that. So I think it behooves me to actually jump out. So if I jump out at Nancy 9, and they follow... Really, it's really the only option, right? And I can save my shenanigans around K6 till after that group is out and safe. I jump, they jump, I jump, they jump, I jump, they jump. They play in between, and then I jump to the left. And I also have options to play things like, where is it? P10 for additional I shape, as well as, you know, S7 is still sitting there if I need it. I can also make additional I shape at P7 if I'm really, really desperate. Also, it's an option to turn at 3. For additional I shape as well. Hold on, if I turn it at 03, oh, they'll just draw back at P3, right? Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and jump. I think we're okay just to jump. Now they might still make the Atari exchange. Oh no, they want to make me heavy. Okay, that's fine. They might still make the Atari exchange at K5. Oh. Oh wow. Okay. This makes this move I wanted anyway really, really attractive. So now the 3 stones are under pressure? So I expect them to either move out at K7 or to jump up at L. What is it? L9? Seems obvious. If they do anything else, think. I think J8 just works. It at least gives me a ladder to build shape. Okay. So now black has to really be concerned about their G4 stones, right? Because I play something like F8, and the whole lower left quadrant likely dies. And I believe that's bigger than my stones at O5. Even though there's more stones at O5, it seems like a bigger area. Well, it's probably about the same. Probably about the same. Anyway, this move demands a response, I believe. In either context. I should count, right? So if my white group dies, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pairs that black gets. And if I kill the lower left black group, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 pairs. So it is. The lower left is slightly larger. Slightly larger. At least to my count. I'm resisting the urge to kibitz as a respectable chat member. Thank you. I appreciate that. Can't have you getting disqualified. I'd lose my content. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what happens. Pro tip, if you're playing a League game against a streamer, pop into their chat to kibitz, then use your own kibitzing as evidence to win by forfeit. All right, looks like I get the best of all worlds, y'all. Looks like I get the best of all worlds here. Not only do I save my group, but I still have strong attacks against the G4 stones. Pro tip, you can convince on the first move by telling Daniel to play the 4/4 point and DQ him. Okay, I think we bamboozled our opponent here pretty hard. I think they got bamboozled. Seems like a bamboozle took place, but maybe they're trying to build a big area around Nancy 14, right? Maybe that's what this is about. And they're like, oh, I don't need those stones at G4. Those G4 stones are trash. That could be the case. Oh. Yeah, this feels like win by bamboozle. But the game's not over yet, right? The game is not over yet. It's not bamboozle when it works. Yeah, but my opponent could have played the bamboo joint instead of Mary 10. It's absolutely something my opponent could have done. Okay, we'll take some outside thickness here. Is black alive? I wonder. What kind of move will make that questionable? Maybe start with F3 and then play F6 looks playable. It'll at least be super annoying. Or no, start with E3, right? I guess either one. Just created a shortcut to 101 Wei Chi on my phone, and now it is as if 101 Wei Chi is an app. Yeah. Amazing how websites work. Sorry. Okay, they're pushing for the cut points. Those cut points really don't matter though, right? Not to me. But yeah, we definitely want to steal our opponent in here. Overconfident Daniel and sassy Daniel are the same person. Prove me wrong. And that seems legit. It's pretty legit. Uh... Do I even need to connect anymore though? Because I'm like connected, right? All right, let's start here. Active or passive, both are aggressive though. Seems legit. Seems legit. Uh-huh. Can I have? Or does this make them eye shape? I don't think it does. Oh, I need to take time reading, probably. No, we're okay though. Yeah, we okay. Worst case scenario, they live super small, right? Well, worst case scenario, I overplay and then get cut off and I die. That's actually the worst case scenario. Okay. What's this? Nandaska. Oh, I didn't have to play that way. Oh, that's too bad. Well, maybe I did. Slow down, Daniel. It's the big fight that decides the game here. But this cut is Sante. Clamp, drop, Batari. Okay. Capture. Threaten to capture. Threaten to cut. Oof, the Kraken dead. Seems like. We'll see. I might be missing something. It might be a Seki on the inside. Oh yeah, this way it's Seki. Dang it. I did have to play J5, I think. I'm still looking at that clamp at B11. Let's see what they do. Yeah, this makes it Seki, right? Yeah, J5 was the move. Okay, but I get Sente. You don't have a dead shape now to kill. Right, I was thinking I could play this and then this, but I can't actually. Yeah, I had to play the other way. Rats. So in light of this, then, this turn probably isn't as valuable as the extension now. I had a brain goof. All right. Actually, let's ensure that this is Seki. That's actually big to ensure this is Seki. Because that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 14 points, right? Okay. But hey, I'm a 7Q, so my... No, you were right. I made a mistake. I had a brain fart for sure. Oh, I didn't even think about that move. Jeez Louise. Oh, they're on sudden death? Holy crow. Okay. And I have 21 minutes left? Ooh. It seems my opponent's flailing. Vex your opponent, play quickly, that way he can't read on your time, yeah. They really want those 2 stones, I guess. Oh, maybe I'm the one messing up. Hmm. We'll connect there. I might be the one messing up. Turns out. Oh. Oh, I effed up. I did F up. Dang it. This is not Sente. Oh, it's not a Seki anymore. Dang it. I did hit the blunderbuss. Chansu! Phew! They let me off the hook, y'all. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, lucky. Is this Go or is this tennis? All right, I don't have anything to think about here. It is a cool ladder, yeah. Yeah. Does that break the ladder? I don't think it does. Careful with the misclicks. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So now that does break the ladder. So we'll just take. It's fine. By saying it is a cool ladder, you spoiled the surprise. When was a broken ladder ever cool? No, I'm pretty sure it was a good ladder. The ladder was good. All right, I don't have to think about that move. I should probably count, huh? Okay. I think this is more valuable than the one stone up there. We'll go ahead and push through here. This doesn't work for you, bro. Oh, bro. I found his blind spot. Boop, 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 boop. Can I have? He says no. Then we come back here and attack these. This represents a really significant reduction of Black's only territory. This is pretty painful, actually. Just connect seems okay. Yeah, just connect once again seems okay. Is there a bigger move? What is that? 2, 4, 5. Yeah, but I have follow-up endgame after I connect. Okay, yeah, this is big to connect. Because I have follow-up endgame at T4 and then again at S8. So this is really quite large. Okay, sure. You can have that. It's fine. I'll block. Seems legit. So now with my center captures, I'm really confident that I'm ahead in this game. Oh, they trying to bamboozle me here. Okay. Can you do anything with that? It really feels like I have plenty of eye shape, so I play here, they Hane here, I turn here, and it's like let's just resolve it. Okay, so lower right, Black has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pairs. Upper right, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Upper left, 21, 22. They have 22 pairs And then top, they have 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. All right. But this is reducible, correct? Totally reducible. Oli, I went away for 10 minutes and you massacred your opponent. Yeah, things did not turn out well for my opponent. They made a pretty big blunder in the middle of the board, and then that led to kind of a slaughter afterwards. Oh, this is a little bit brutal. This is brutal. We win. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks for the game. I guess let's just review the game. Okay, let's go back here. Oh, let's go back to the beginning. Huh? Looks more like black messed up. They may have. They did eventually mess up. So this is all pretty normal. Like, generally, I'm not really concerned about this becoming a Moyo, just because I love to invade. And I'll probably be fine. I should stop the music. 1 second. We're gonna stop the music, y'all. We're gonna stop the music, sorry. Just so you guys can hear me review. Interact. So, I'm not generally worried about something like that, just because I know there's points to get in here, like, in this area. And even something like this is likely gonna work-ish. Let's go ahead and turn off the player cards, because they are off-center. I know that triggers some people. Where are they at? There we go. We'll turn off the player cards real quick. Okay, so yeah. So I'm not too concerned about that. This is all fine, just standard Joseki. They played Joseki correctly. I decided now to invade because I knew the upper left 3-3 was fine, and I felt like making an enclosure, you know, somewhere around like E17 was going to be a little bit slow. And I felt like if black took R5 now, it would be really annoying to get in there and break that up. So this seemed like timing. I'm not used to the attach here, so I was definitely making this up as I went. But I felt like Atari to make shape seemed okay and come out. And then I took a really long time to make this 2-space jump, just to give myself a way out. And it worked. Maybe it shouldn't have, but it worked. So far, so good. Played another Joseki here. Wedge. Normal. And I decided to split up the lower left and the upper left right away. Just because I knew I could either connect with this or with this. Situations like this where you get Sente and couldn't close your open corner are the reason I dislike playing 3-3. Yeah, the thing is, that's exactly why I love playing 3-3 as white, is because I don't have to worry about the corner. Like, almost nothing is Sente against it, and if my opponent approaches, I can ignore them and still be confident that I'll live. Yeah. So this, we connected this way. This is all fine. At this point, I was really having trouble deciding between this or something like an extension here, or to come back and like maybe fix the shape in these areas. Something like one of those, or even coming out this way. I really had a difficult time deciding. Oh. Yeah, right. I did want to settle my group though after the enclosure. Fortunately for me, black gave me Sente, so I got to come back and take those big points. Okay, at this point, I just want to keep the group separated, and this is where things really started to go downhill for black. Yeah, we connect. It's an obvious move, right? Those moves are probably all within 1 point. Yeah. So, now I'm threatening, black's 3 stones. And I played kind of a bamboozly move here. Black should just respond with this way, right? But this does look like I'm attacking these. And my evaluation was that this lower left was larger than the white stones on the lower right. So this did put some fear into black, which is great. So at this point, I kept reading out, does this ladder work? And I came to the conclusion that it doesn't. But let me just double check, because it was a little curious right around here. Yeah, it doesn't work. It does not work. So I needed a move to make it work. And that's what this move is. This is the move that makes the ladder work for white. While continuing to surround the black stones and say, hey, look, I'm going to attack your black stones. But it fixes the ladder problem for me. Lucky for me, black, once again, did not just simply play the bamboo, but played this kind of shape instead, which lets me play out the ladder perfectly. And it's just over, right? So that's kind of a lucky miss from my opponent. Now I'm just gonna surround this area. Okay, my evaluation at this point, where did I play it away? I was a little bit worried about this clamp move, but my evaluation was that black can't really play this way. But they could do something like this, right? Which is rather troublesome. They could have played something like this. So that actually kind of works for black. Oh, yeah. Oh, they could have. That would have been a clever boy move for sure. Oh, geez. That was danger, Will Robinson. So fortunately for me, black didn't see that. And okay, so we push in. This is Sente. We take this one. Keep those, and then we can turn here in Sente. We get this one for free, and then this is where my mistake came in. I need to play here, right? That wasn't a thing. It felt like a thing though. So now, wait a minute. What if black makes their eye shape right away? Oh, it just doesn't work because we can play here. Well, no, that's still Seki. That's still Seki. So what needs to happen? Oh, I have to play here and then here. Oh, shirts. Yeah, so this is my mistake. I could have just outright killed this group. Frick. Okay, that's fine though. We still won the game, right? And I decided that the Seki was large here. So we played the Seki. Because, black getting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, maybe 16 points versus black getting no points. That's big, right? Yeah, that's big. So making sure Seki was big. You had an extra liberty at E8 when you played that out. When he played F10, you could have just Atari'd on top of F11 and killed all the black stones without him running out. Oh. Oh, right. You're right. You're right. Because I had the liberty at E8, right? I forgot about that. Yeah. Good point. Good point. Maybe that's why I was very confident that it just didn't work. You're right. Thank you, Obsidian, for correcting me there. So this part I probably should have taken a little more time on. And I think the correct answer is to give up the one stone and just connect. I think that's the correct answer here. E7. Earlier. I had an extra liberty there. So yeah, I misplayed this. What did I play instead? Oh yeah, this kind of move. Like I was trying to maybe threaten this stone and then keep these stones connected. It's not appropriate. I should have just trashed one stone. Yeah, I should have just connected. Oop, let's go forward. So again, I kind of lucked out in this situation. So I did want to keep that Aseki, which may be a little bit jealous and greedy. I'm not sure what the points are right now. Let's just estimate the score. It'd be white by 6 if that Seki no longer existed. Whereas if it's still a Seki, then black, then, oh wait. I'm ahead. I'm ahead even if those stones are captured. Okay, okay. So I did not correctly evaluate this. But yeah, I decided to keep it a Seki. So I was trying to figure out if I play here. Oh wait, that no longer works. Excuse me, if I play this out now, and they play this. Oh, it's connect and die. Oh shit, shirts. Yeah. So that's terrible. I did have to respond the way I responded. Derp. That was close. So yeah, I responded correctly here. So here's the thing I probably missed, is that this ladder is just working for me, right? Oh no, this is too early. This one does not work. Right, it was after I extended that the ladder worked perfectly for me. So we played this, and then what happened is that black made an error. Black should connect here, and then they will have killed the left side, and I will be behind, right? Black by 34. But black made a serious blunder here, and thought I was really threatening this left-hand side. So I got pretty lucky here that they captured. And now this ladder works for me, right? And it could even be a net. It's probably just a net, but I decided to play it as a ladder. So, okay. Let's just play the ladder out to show you that this is really fun. Isn't that a fun ladder? That works too, yeah. Isn't that a fun ladder, though? Yeah, that's a fun ladder. Okay, so felt pretty good that I read out the ladder. So then the evaluation, let's see, was just a take. Yeah, this ain't no thing, really. And now this is where black really starts collapsing. Um, because they took this really small move when I have lots of stuff in this area to play with. So this is where we start playing mean. Like, black just has to extend here and let me push them around a little bit. I got away with murder, like, literally, yeah. So they didn't read this proper. So this is a beautiful little Tsuji here. We extend, and then we get to throw in, right? So if black really decides to do this, it's just the world's shortest ladder after a squeeze. Squeezes seem to be my opponent's blind spot. So I'm taking more of black's territory here. And all of this happened in a pretty ideal way, I would say. I really wanted this stone to activate the Aji over here. So, and that played out exactly as I wanted. Yeah, so we take, that's fine, we connect. And then I almost debated not connecting, but the thing is there's follow-ups here and here with connecting that stone, and all of that's really valuable. And Sente for me. So it was really big to connect. I was also considering at the time, instead of connecting here, coming out with this, because now I have Mii connections between this connection and this connection. But that I didn't evaluate that as stronger than M10. I didn't evaluate one as bigger than connecting in the lower right. Oh yeah, yeah. Obsidian North America IgoLeague is it's an invite only Go League for people between 2Q and 2 Dawn. And yeah, there's a couple streamers on it, and Paragrill invited me to the league. And but it is invite only, but uh since I know you, Obsidian, and you're in my Go Club, or you were in my Go Club for a short while, right? Just hit me up if you want to be invited to the league, and I'll contact the league director about that. For people who I have less of a relationship with, that's not an option. I'm just letting you know. But since, you know, I have a longer term relationship with Obsidian, that is open to him since he's been in my Go Club, right? Okay, moving right along. So now we're feeling pretty good. This just doesn't work. And I'm blushing, well, right? Okay, so now I see all kinds of things in this area over here. You know, trying to attack these 3 stones, maybe cutting these off if I can. And I came up with something really, really sharp here. Some really sharp stuff. Especially since black didn't want to give me an inch here. So what's great about this is now extending this stone out is Sente against the middle 4 stones, but it's also Sente against the lower right-hand group. Which Go Club is that? West Michigan Go Club in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So yeah, they had to save this, but that activates this cut. So if black blocks this way, I take 3 stones. And if oh, if black Atari is this way, I get Sensei to come back and kill the larger group. Total collapse from black. Exactly. Well, they were on sudden death too, so it's understandable. It's understandable. But yeah, great game. Great. I mean, so really the crux of the issue is this area here. Black really severely messed this up. Let's find the losing move. Losing move for black here was this losing move. Yep. And again, that for black, that should have been here because I blundered on the left-hand side. So I really lucked out that my opponent made the mistake here. Yep. So we won by bamboozle, y'all. We won by bamboozle. Great game. Thanks to my opponent for being here, showing up, scheduling the game with me. Nice to have 2 IgoLeague wins in a month where I played only 3 games. What? So this takes me up to what, 4-13 for the IgoLeague? Which is we turning it around, y'all. We turning it around. Wild. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Glad I got to show you a W today. Take care.